Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for February 2022. This will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. You can have planets in the sign of Scorpio, or you're just intuitively guided. Whatever brought you, welcome. So this month, what we're doing is I'm doing your readings a little bit different. I just fell in love with this new style, so I'm going to do it until I get bored of it. We're going to pull off the light seers for you, and then I also brought in the tarot of night. I love both these decks for you. So they're already pre-shuffled, by the way, so let's just go ahead and get started. I felt like I was picking up two. Well, we have the Queen of Cups right away. If you look at this queen, look how connected she is. She's like bringing her blessings to her. We have the Fool. Some of you may be starting some new type of adventure. We have the Empress. Well, I think if you're looking, first of all, to get pregnant, this could be a good time if you're looking for that. If you're not, take precautions, of course. I love the Empress's energy because she's all about creativity. She's all about her nurturing, loving self, but she's also strong and wise. She's the accumulation, I feel, of all the queens, which means she has lived life. You don't have to be old to be an empress, though sometimes it does take, experience to get you there. We have the Page of Pentacles. And let's take one more. We have, the Wheel. I like that for you. I feel like some of you are starting on new projects, new crafts. You're getting epiphanies. This queen is very connected, as above, so below. And it's like she's calling something in, and then the Fool shows for her, right? Let's do it. Let's take this adventure. And I feel like with the Empress there, it's like you have the wisdom that you need to begin this adventure, but the Page of Pentacles next to that would say, especially if this has anything to do with like your spirituality. It says we're always learning, right? We're always evolving. There's always more to know, more to learn. And then you have the Wheel, which is your destiny. So I definitely feel like whatever you're being called to this month is a great month for you. Let's also think about the Leo full moon for February. Leo full moon usually is calling for new beginnings, right? Fresh new beginnings, not like new beginnings that you have to kick and drag me. No, this is a lightning of the air. It's something I feel you feel confident about. And listen, there may be still things that you're learning as you go along, and I feel like that's exactly how it should be. You'll learn it as you go along. So I feel like once you accept the energy of the Fool, so the Fool says, I have my experiences, right, from my life, but I'm not dragging the pain and the regret and the sorrow and all that with me. No, I'm leaving that behind, and I'm going. As I say that, though, I also want you to understand, I feel like you've learned so much through this journey. So much through this journey. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Wow. Hello, Two of Cups. Soulmate energy. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in the Tarot of Night. And I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I'm going to bring this down. I know people keep telling me, get a new camera, get a new setup. I wish I could afford it. I tried to save to get a good camera and one that I could bring down, but not yet. Not yet, but eventually. All right, let's bring in the Tarot of Night. We're going to start above. Excuse me. We have the Three of Swords. And let's go right below. And we have the Page of Cups. You know, Scorpio, I feel like for a while, you've kind of been in this healing process. It's interesting you have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but then above the Queen is the Three of Swords. I don't feel like this Three of Swords has the power that it one time had. I feel like honestly what it's doing is opening up your heart chakra. It's opening you up. Now, the Three of Swords is past, right? It's already happened. And that may be exactly what this queen is trying to figure out. How can I let this go so that I can begin new, begin something new? Page of Cups right below that, to me, feels like your inner child. You know, the more that you move and flow with your inner child. And when I say inner child, I think unencumbered. I think freedom. Now, I don't mean like I give up all my responsibilities, but there's a sense of freedom. There is a sense of joyfulness in this energy. All right, let's go above the Fool. We have the Strength card. Card of Leo. Coming right over the Fool. Right next to that Three of Swords, by the way. So, you know, this is not a pain I can heal outside of myself. This is something that is within me. You know, if I, being completely honest, I feel like the Three Swords is also representing some, you know, I hate to say mistakes, because I don't think anything is a true mistake. I think everything then becomes a learning lesson. But I think you're learning to look within yourself to heal yourself. And that's what the Page of Cups would also represent, the healing of thyself, the healing, you know, when I say the healing of the self, I mean where I'm no longer allowing the past to dictate my present or my future. This is where you're really learning to love yourself, love your craft, love your gifts, love the opportunities that are presented to you. Something is going to be presented to you. Let's keep going. We have the Ten of Wands coming under the Fool. First of all, it's a 10. The ending. If we look at that, you know, the first thing I notice when I see this card is how her wedding dress is burning. Right? It's on fire. And honestly, I feel it's a symbol of maybe I was giving myself to the wrong person. Maybe I wanted a marriage and it didn't happen. Maybe I did get married and that didn't work out well. Whatever it is, it's about also about in some relationships, and Scorpio, I feel like, you know, you tend to do this because you have such loving hearts. You can have a tendency to take on all the responsibility. Almost like, you know, well, if they're not going to do it, then I'll do it kind of thing, instead of learning to delegate, knowing what responsibility is yours and what you've chosen to take on, you know, that doesn't even belong to you. But this also is of the past with the Fool there. All right, let's go above the Empress. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I just realized these are all females in this deck. Oh no, that's not true. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming over the Empress. You know, I feel the Knight of Pentacles is guardian angel energy. It's a teacher. It's teaching you patience, especially coming over the Empress, right? Because she looks like she's ready to give birth to a child, or her ideas, her epiphanies, whatever they are. She feels like she's ready for it. Maybe more than ready. Maybe the Leo full moon is the perfect time for that. So the Knight of Pentacles teaches us patience, allowing something come to full fruition. It's bringing you in a pentacle. This is something that comes into your physical world to enhance it. Now, these seeds, these pentacles, these promises can come in, but then it's going to be up to us what we do with them. The Empress is not even thinking about it. She's just giving birth to that idea. She's going with it. You know, here comes this pentacle as promised. Even if it was slow moving, I feel like it's talking about with the Fool here. This is something that's coming about very soon. We have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups next to this Ten of Wands. I feel like this is you. You know, one time I'm in this Ten of Wands. Sense of heavy responsibility. Everything's on my back, right? I carry it all. Things didn't turn out the way I thought they would. I planned. That's all right. It's all right because perhaps something better is waiting for you. Eight of Cups is the walking away from this Ten of Wands, which I'm so happy to see. This is when I have found like emotional clarity. You know, it is kind of like the dark night of the soul type of energy because I do have to go within my emotional house, which is where we hold most of our pain, starting with that Three of Swords, right? I don't feel like it's affecting you anymore. Or if it is, it's lessening day by day. So the Eight of Cups, I think, is fantastic energy. Because where are you heading from the Eight of Cups? You're heading to the Nine of Cups. And that is where you finally found that inner joy that I feel like you've been searching for. All right, let's keep going. We have, look at this, we have the Queen of Cups again. I just love the images on these cards. I wish the background was just a little bit brighter, though. I know if I had a better camera, it would be. And let's go right below. We have the Hierophant. Card of Taurus. But this is about your belief system. This is about, first of all, it's a 5, right? So it asks for change. But what kind of change is it looking for? Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be change, but it's saying, ask yourself these questions. You know, are you carrying other people's belief system as your own? And what I mean by that, like, you know, like I think of my daughter and this one guy that she was with who was very, just his language, his words, his, you know, demeanor, um, were terrible. And you know, I do feel like for a while, and I'm just using my daughter as an example because I feel like many of you have also traveled that road. So I feel like the Hierophant saying, you know, if you've dealt with people like this in your life, or if you end up dealing with people in this life, this is rising above. So it's saying, check your own belief system. You know, are you living your beliefs or are you living someone else's? This is an opportunity to make the changes where it needs to be. And I feel like, listen, you're still learning about that. I love the Hierophant under the Page of Pentacles because this is expanding your knowledge, but this is expanding like your wisdom and your spirituality. All right, let's go over the wheel. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords below that. Interesting, 2 5s side by side. And the reason why I'm still like stuck on 5s is because we are just leaving 2021, and even though we hope like January 1st will bring us everything new, right? I feel like it's the Leo full moon this month that really starts the ball rolling. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Let's see what's on the bottom of this deck. We have the moon. Look how beautiful. Card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. But I also want to say the moon. I feel like it's talking about the Leo moon. I'm going to look under this Two of Cups. I have the Two of Wands. Interesting. Some of you may be starting a Seven of Cups under that. Some of you may be starting a new love affair. With soulmate energy. Sometimes that Three of Swords can be karmic energy. It can be karma that maybe we had to pay back from a previous life. You know, I often think, you know, about my previous life, the way my life is this time. You know, I can look back and think, okay, I have a feeling like I didn't finish that or I didn't do that. So now this is the life that I'm trying to clear up all my karma. So if I do reincarnate, I can come without all that karma. Five of Swords talks about the toxicity that is around you. The Seven of Swords is energy that's just not trustworthy. But the Hierophant doesn't want you to get stuck on that. The Hierophant wants you to move above that, move beyond that. You know, and sometimes there's people in our lives that, listen, maybe we can't leave, or, you know, maybe we can't eliminate them from our life completely, but we can learn how to deal with the energy for ourselves. So, I feel like something is happening on the Leo full moon in that time period. I wish I had the date. It's mid-February. I know that. I think it's the 17th, but don't quote me on that. Because I feel like the moon is bringing in the energy of the Fool. I feel like the Queen of Cups, which is, you know, it can be a Pisces or Cancer also. I shouldn't just say that, but I do feel like it's you. I feel both are you. And I feel like this Queen, where you look at her, look at the differences. This Queen's connecting. She's connecting to above. Right? She's bringing in, well, it feels like her intuition. It's like the High Priestess. And then look at the Queen here. She's got her back against the window. Her head is down, right? There's something that is causing her sadness. And I do feel like it's because of someone in the past, someone who could have been unfaithful. Someone's energy is just untrustworthy. Whether they're unfaithful or not, it's just they're toxic to you. That energy is toxic to you. What deck do I want to stay with? Let's stay with the Tarot of Night, and let's look at a couple of the cards. So let's go to the Three of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Scorpio, it's like you want to break free this month. You know, the Eight of Swords is all about a self-created prison. It's me protecting myself from the world. I feel like, I feel like your heart chakra has been activated. And I feel like it's by this Two of Cups. Whether this Two of Cups has come in or not yet. Maybe very, very soon. But what I want to say is, you know, understand that the Three of Swords caused that Eight of Swords. My self-created prison, right? I don't want the world to touch me, and I don't want to touch the world. But we know we can't stay in that energy because then you have no experiences. But it does make perfect sense. All right, I'm going to go over to this Queen here. We have the Nine of Cups, and that's exactly what I was looking for, the Nine of Cups, because you have the Eight of Cups, so I know this is where you're heading anyways. Listen, the Queen of Cups with the Page of Cups right there, you're evolving. You're evolving this month. When I say this month, I mean for forever. You know, whatever you're learning and expanding, in this month will be with you forever. It becomes part of, you know, your tool bag, so to speak. So, you know, I feel sorry for the queen, but the queen doesn't have to stay that way. You know, maybe this was something that was just out of her control. But here's the Knight of Pentacles, her guardian angel. And it's interesting because, you know, as I think about my daughter, because she's a Scorpio, by the way, 29th of October. Um, my brother is November 6th. I should give a shout out, right? Um, so, what was I going to say? I don't even know what I'm holding. Um, you know, what I feel like is life has been difficult. I definitely feel like life has been difficult for you. And maybe beyond your own control, but maybe some of it you do have control. The Nine of Cups is really where you're moving, and I love it with the Fool again, because it's talking about inner satisfaction. Oh, I know what I was going to say. When I see the Queen of Cups and I see the Strength card, my son was a Leo. Many of you know he's crossed over, but he is with my daughter. I know it. I feel it. I mean, he's with all of us, but I feel that he really protects her. Um, okay, let's look at the Seven of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. You know what I feel like happened here? I feel like someone could have ran off. Someone could have taken off. Um, you know, Knight of Swords can be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like a little immature energy with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords together. Um, hmm. Let's go right below it. Let's go to the wheel. Ooh, the Angel of the Night. Angel of the Night. Coming right over the wheel. I feel like who's ever hurt you in the past. First of all, I want to say, don't harp on it. Try to give it away. Because this is about beginning anew. And those who have brought toxicity into your life, you do not have to accept it. Again, I know sometimes we're stuck with certain energies, but maybe this is about learning how to control myself in the midst of it. The Angel of the Night coming over the wheel. Interesting, when we had the moon, it was here. So it's like an angel. We have the Ace of Wands. Look at that. I know I should hold the cards up a little longer. I'm really learning to love this deck, I have to say. Um, you know, it's funny how I just said I feel like my son, I don't feel like it, I know it. My son protects my daughter. This is what I feel in this energy too. I feel like your angels, your guides are protecting you for this new opportunity. There may have been some tough situations you've had to dealt with that just came up out of nowhere. I want you to know I feel like it's so that you could clear the past energy. Nothing more, nothing less. It was just to clear that energy. Ace of Wands is very inspiring energy. It's an energy of action. So take action where you feel, you know, you need it. Again, the angel is right attached to that ace. I find that kind of beautiful. All right, I want to look at the Fool. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio's card. Um, you know, kind of perfect here over the Fool because the Death card talks about endings, certain things coming to an end, not resist it, right? Certain doors want to be closed, close them. Anytime it feels like a door wants to be closed, it's because another door wants to open. And it's showing you that right over the Fool. That's a weird looking Death card there. So, something's ending, so something new can begin. That's the way life works. But this feels like you have so much control in the way that this goes. Like, if you take these ideas and epiphanies and whatever else the Empress is creating and you give birth to them, I feel like this may be a year where you look back in unbelief of how much growth that you've had. Okay, let's go right over the Empress. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, it doesn't have to be. This is about someone who has gained their voice back. I do feel like with the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, I lost my way for a while. I lost my voice. I stopped believing in myself. Um, Queen of Swords, though, of course, it can be an air sign. I feel like it's more about you gaining your own voice back and maybe using it. It's funny, the Knight of Pentacles is right above that. Let's go over the page. We have the Emperor. Hello, business owners. I mean, first of all, we have the Emperor and the Empress side by side, which seems to be an ongoing theme in my readings lately. The Empress and the Emperor coming out together. Now, that could be because of the Two of Cups here, right? Soulmate energy. This is very like-minded energy, or at least let's say they both have particular goals in mind. Both have lived life. You know, the Emperor can be the business owner, and I feel like for a lot of you, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about your money, but not just money. I don't even want you to think like, I feel like it's more about like my ideas, my crafts, my talents, and then putting them to use, continuing to gain the knowledge that I need, but ultimately becoming the leader of your life, the leader of the people. Um, I think you're starting a business. And with the Fool here, I feel it's time. Maybe you've wanted to for a while, but you haven't felt the confidence. Something's changing where you are going to feel it. First of all these negative swords is what you got to let go of. You got to find a way to let go of them. Because when you do, it puts you in that Nine of Cups energy. And that's when you're loving your life. Truly loving your life. All right. I want to look at the Emperor and the Emperor, the Emperor and the Emperor, the Empress and the Emperor. We have the Knight of Wands, passion. Let's remember, every night usually is bringing you something. I'm saying usually because sometimes I don't read them that way. But I do feel this Knight of Wands is bringing, it's like a fire in your belly. Something's changing. Your life is changing, and it's getting better. It doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but I feel like I almost feel so proud of you because I feel like any challenges that you might have to face, I feel like you have the ability to overcome them very quickly. The less that you allow other people to determine your life, the better off you will be. And I mean that for those who don't believe in you, tell you you can't do something, show them. Show them that they're wrong. Okay, is there anything else I want to look at? Let's look at the Hierophant. Look at this, Temperance, beautiful. First of all, card is Sagittarius. We do have Taurus and Sagittarius right next to each other. Temperance is much like the Knight of Pentacles. It teaches us the art of patience. Allowing something like, it's like I want to do business, but I have no, that's not the right analogy I want to use. Temperance says, all good things will come to you in their due time. Now, I feel like temperance is divine, right? It's divine timing. And there's many things where we just have to put in the hands of divine timing. And that's what temperance says. Let go of what you cannot control. Let go of it. Trust. Pray. Believe that what you want to manifest, you can. You are. Okay. I feel like I want to pick this up. And I want to look at this Two of Cups a little deeper. All right, so let's bring out the Two of Cups. Let's give the Tarot of Night. Oh, these are so stiff. This does not feel like the whole deck. I'm going to bring the whole deck in because I'm looking just for any synchronicities. Look what just came out. Now, I have my deck in reverse. That's why they're in reverse. But look what just came out. We have the Nine of Wands and we have the Lovers. And I'm only looking at the Two of Cups. Don't give up on me, baby. 2022 is the year of the Lovers. You've heard me say it a million times in all the readings I did to try to help prepare us for this new year. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Let me put my, you know what, they're like all here and there, but that's okay. We have the Four of Swords. You know, I feel like that Four of Swords is just talking about the past reading and the areas in your life, you know, that just aren't serving you anymore. You know, holding on to the Three of Swords. And listen, I know when I say that, it's not easy just to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to let myself feel the pain anymore. Maybe it's step by step, right? But the Four of Swords is healing that. There's a purpose. There's a purpose this healing is taking place. And it's because of this Two of Cups. Not just the Two of Cups, but also the Lovers. I want to turn these. All right, I want to go right below that. We have the Ace of Wands. Here I come, baby. You know, the Nine of Wands feels to me like you're finishing up a chapter, a cycle in your life, and the Ace of Wands is opening up the next cycle. Again, remember, that's passion, desire. I got to keep my head about me. We have, hello, Knight of Cups. Wow, under the Lovers. The Knight of Cups. This night's responsibility is to bring you in a cup of fulfillment. It's not letting you down, because right above it is the Lovers, and right above that is the Two of Cups. Knight of Cups is usually unexpected. It's like an unexpected love affair. Comes out of nowhere. The Knight of Cups is someone, now this could be you also. Remember, we don't always have to wait for someone to come to us. We can be, I don't want to say the aggressor, but go after what we want. But listen, if I feel like the only thing we got to realize is if we're being refused, then just accept that. Not everyone can love us, and we don't love all people. You know what I mean? Anyway, this Knight of Cups. Here we go. We have the High Priestess, and then hello, another Ace, an Ace of Swords. The healing process, right? The timeout. Sometimes some things can only heal with time. I know that, especially with like loss. It's a measure of time, right? But the Ace of Swords feels like, okay, let's go now. The High Priestess, this is a time period when you really want to just trust when this night comes in, and I know it's coming in. Oh, I have the Two of Wands there. So I get a lot of twos, right? So when this night comes in, offers you this cup, I almost feel like how can you refuse it, because the energy or the chemistry feels that strong. Um, I want to look at the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant again. So let's talk about the Eight of Pentacles, because it tells you if you want something to work, if you want something to expand, if you truly want to make something out of something, it takes your focus. It can't grow without your focus. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is. Now, this can talk about how you make your pentacles. Some of you may meet someone through what you do for a living. Some of you may end up collaborating. I don't know where I got that, but I feel like some of you in some way may collaborate together. Now, it doesn't have to be work. Maybe I'm a songwriter, and but I can't play music, that type of thing. So I write the lyrics, and someone else writes the music, that type of thing. I feel like this is really also talking about your spirituality. And, truth be told, I feel like you're ready. I feel like you're ready for this. I feel like you're ready for this. So, I wanted to know what the Two of Cups meant. It brought out the Lovers. It brought out the Knight of Cups. The Two of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. You're trusting in you again. You're allowing yourself to be you. The Ace of Swords is all about, to me, it's your voice. It's your truth. It's your uniqueness. I feel like some of you had to find that balance of, I don't know. I almost feel like someone's like there's something wrong with me, but there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you feel different in some way. But that's okay, because I feel like who's ever coming in, really feel like this is a great match. Now, I know maybe it won't work for everyone, but who's ever reading this is for, wow. So, the Hierophant came out twice. I feel like that's a big thing. Again, your belief system. And some of you are taking like what you've learned through your belief system, through your faith, through your spirituality, and you're creating from that. Have confidence in yourself with that, because the High Priestess is right under that. So I feel very easily I can connect. I can connect maybe to my angel. And I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Looks pretty good. Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups. It's all falling into place. Everything seems to be falling into place. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your donations. I want to let you know, just because the money is so low, um, and I don't like to ever ask for money, but I want you to understand that I leave ads out during my videos because I don't want them to be interrupted for you. That does, it does cost me money. Like, I could make. Have you ever watched a video though where there's like 5 ads in one video? I can't do that, and I can't do that to you. So I would ask that you consider donating, small or large. And if you can't, don't even worry about it. But I don't want to leave YouTube. I don't want to leave you. Um, so if you can, I appreciate it. If you can't, don't worry about it. You just being here is a blessing on its own. So, thank you for sharing the videos. Sometimes you watch a video and you're like, well, I don't know if that's me, but you know what? It feels like my friend, or it feels like my sister or my brother. So thank you for sharing them across your social medias. I know more and more of you are, and I see it, and I appreciate it. I just want you to know how much I appreciate that. I don't do this for money, but I do have to survive. And I like the thought of leaving my house and going to get a 9 to 5 again. I don't think I can do it. I think those days are over for me. So thank you for, just supporting the channel in any way you can. I just say get ready. Get ready, guys. I feel like the Leo full moon is, that's where it seems like the fool's energy begins for you. Some of you may already have this 2 of Cups, but you may see a remarkable growth factor in it. I say just stay open. Stay open to what can be. Don't put unrealistic expectations upon it. Because remember, Temperance came out, Divine has your back. Your angel came out, your angels have your back. Your guardian angel through the Knight of Pentacles came out, they have your back. The Knight of Pentacles brings that pentacle in at the right time, not before and not after. And it's usually when we're ready for it. A lot of times we think we're waiting on, come on, universe, when you gonna send me my 2 of Cups? Well, you've heard me say this a million times. If I bring you the 2 of Cups, but then you still are carrying the 3 of Swords energy, and then you've created this prison around yourself, how can that penetrate? How could it work, right? So, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I loved your reading, guys. I loved it. I feel like you're in for quite a love affair, and I hope it's for eternity for you. But whatever this is, I say enjoy it. Enjoy it. And I feel like also there may even be collaboration, some type of collaboration. So think of that also. Trust your intuition. Your intuition has these 2. I mean, look at this bottom line. Here's the High Priestess, right? It's like your higher self guiding you. Trust that. And then the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords with the Knight of Cups under the Lovers. How much better can it get? All right, I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys. I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.